Alright, what's going on, guys? We, well, had a long break between last video. Lost some of the videos I was going to put out. So there's a little bit of a gap. I should have 2 videos up today kind of explaining that and explaining where we've gotten so far, what we've done between these products sitting here. Today we're going to get the passenger side done, as the driver side tub is done inside and out for the most part. Passenger side, we got a little more gaps to patch in and to fix. And then if we get this done quick enough, we might start working on the front tubs, getting that roughed in. But yeah, let's get after it. Alright guys, so passenger side tub complete. We got all the patches made, everything's welded up. Still a little bit more finishing to do, but since I can't paint right now, there's no point in me finishing it yet because I can't cover it and seal it. So this is as far as we're gonna go with this today. I still have some work to do on the floor pan, as you can see, so that's why I'm not too worried about going in with my finishing, because I got to do a fair bit of work on the floor that's going to probably tie into most of these edges anyways. So patches are all made. I was hoping to have it one piece, but the fenders I was using, or the fenders I was making, weren't long enough to make that complete arc, so I had to do just a kick panel essentially, and I made that a little bit thicker. I think it's like, I want to say an 1/8 inch thick, just because I'm going to use and abuse this car. I'm going to have blowouts, I'm going to hit stuff, probably going to end up off-road at some point, not intentionally, so it's going to get dinged, it's going to get beat. So the inner fenders, I'm not too worried about it looking pretty, but the inside, I will pretty much make sure everything looks good. I have some welds to redo, as I was probably rushing one of the times, but at the end of this, once everything's done, once the cage is in, welded in, I'm gonna end up wrapping most of the floor and carpet, probably just black universal carpet, and just kind of clean everything up in here. But so the rear end, as far as I want to go with it, can call that good for right now until I get fuel cell in, and then figure out what I want to do with the floor patch. But I might wait on this floor patch here, as I may have to remake the whole trans tunnel, and we'll see where that goes once I get the fuel cell in there and the trans in, which is going to probably happen mid-spring. I'll throw the trans, well, early spring, I'll probably throw the trans on the motor, as I got the new bell housing for it to fit the 1UZ. It's an R154 to a 1UZ. So I'll throw that in, and then I may just end up making a full new trans tunnel that might just tie in, or trans tunnel and drive shaft tunnel that'll tie in to this a little better, and I may just end up boxing this whole section up, making it look clean and simple. But we got a tubing bender now, so I got this roll bar prefab for these cars. Not the greatest fitting, but gives me my main hoop that I can go off of. So what I'll start doing now that I have the tubs pretty much set is I will For right now, I'll probably bolt the cage in to where I'm going to have it, make new feet. You can see kind of on that one how it doesn't sit great. Granted, the cage slid forward. Make new feet for the cage to kind of just get it. I'm probably just gonna tack it in, get it in place, and then I can start making my 8-pillar runners. So I'll probably have to come down, try and follow this body line, and then I'll probably shoot into the dash or along the dash here, hoping I can possibly either shoot between here or shoot down the side, and I'll tie it to the floor. I'll make a nice bar for up top here. I may actually have to send that out to get a perfect radius. And then well, we're gonna have the cage come back 2 points on both sides. I'll shoot all the way to the back and down to tie into the rear frame rails, frame rails back here. And then also on that runner, I'll have it come down probably at an angle, tie into the strut tower mount, probably run a bar across as well so I can go up and down with it. And basically, I want to, all this floor I cut out and the frame I cut out, I want to use the cage to stiffen it, but also just stiffen up and tie in everything I can to make sure there's no twisting or flexing, because I mean, not a whole lot OEM left back here besides the rear trunk area minus the big hole, and probably right behind my seat just a little bit of section of the flooring. But so yeah, I'm basically gonna build a cage to protect me. I'll probably go 10-point cage, a little overkill for this car, but built it to protect me and also build it to help strengthen up the car again. It's gonna add a little bit of weight, but car weighs 2,100 pounds stripped out, or 2,100 pounds for the factory. So gutted interior, cage, no extra stuff. I'll put carbon fiber door cards on. I'll make some carbon fiber door cards. I'll probably end up making, I don't know if I'm gonna go plastic or carbon fiber for all this back section here. I'll add a little bit of sound deadening too, but yeah, I'm gonna drop the car down and let's see, what time is it?